high school football players. In the next 11 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to land a full ride scholarship, all without looking desperate on Twitter, having any connections, or even using a recruiting service. So if you're watching this, you have the talent and the grades, you've done the training, the camps, or the 7-on-7, and you're already balling out on Friday nights, but you're still settling for offers and opportunities that you know you're better than, which really sucks because you're way better than your competition or other kids on Twitter getting offered. You and your family have invested a lot into your journey already, and you want to be king of the school. And the problem is you don't have a plan to get there. But you would love for coaches to hand over their precious scholarship money without hesitation, and you get to pick up that hat on signing day to your dream school while your family, friends, and fans chant your name. And in this new age of recruiting, coaches' Twitters are filled with huddle films, and you need a way to stand out, a way that doesn't rely on sketchy recruiting tactics, your high school coach, or your trainer. If you didn't know, right now, at this present moment in today's world, Division I college football is the most valuable opportunity to the right type of player and family. And I obviously might be a little bit biased. I had multiple scholarships to choose from, a $100,000 plus degree, a top 15 education now at Boston College. And with these new NIL rules, D1 football programs have around $15 million per school to pay players directly for 105 roster spots. And that's not from a collective. That's not from outside brands. That's a school paying players directly. So you can go ahead and do the math on that. So if you're a sophomore, junior, or a senior playing on varsity, and you've already done the training and the camps and you have the talent to earn a scholarship, but coaches don't know about you, then this is for you. And stick around till the end and I'll show you the exact scripts and strategies I use to land multiple full rides. But it probably goes against everything that you've heard or you've seen before. This is not for you if you think you can do it on your own, if you miss workouts, class, or team activities, or if you haven't done the training, the camps, or the 7-on-7. But if that is you, though, then I have some news for you. After working with over 600 athletes in person and 50 plus online, we've perfected an exposure system, the same system I used to play Power 4 football in the ACC in front of 80,000 fans in the stands last week and millions more watching at home on national television, but it wasn't always that way. I played 3 years at a D3 before making the jump up to Division I Power 4. So even though in high school I had all-state honors on offense and defense, I had 11 touchdowns in the first 2 games, and I was a top 5 linebacker, and my family invested thousands of dollars in training at a facility and going to camps. Even though I had the talent and the ability, I believe the lie, if you're good enough, they'll find you. I didn't know how to market myself as a recruitable athlete. I didn't know how to get coaches' attention and turn that attention into offers. And it wasn't until I learned the steps to get an unfair advantage in the recruiting process that I was able to transfer up to Division I. So yeah, I'm living proof that this works. Do you think Power 4 programs are actively recruiting D3 players in rural Wisconsin? Right, exactly. So I'll show you the exact system I used to land multiple scholarships as an undersized linebacker from middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. And it hasn't just worked for me. This is one of our athletes, Taft. We've been working with him for a couple of months. And after a Twitter post here, you can see it was posted on May 3rd and some emails. And this is an example of the proof content that we talk about. 4 days later, May 7th, he earned his first D1 offer and has picked up some more cents. Or Caleb, who also got recruited D1, or KB, who also had Power 4 offers and was our first athlete, actually. It's the exact blueprint to land the dream offer you've always desired as a football player, and it's called the scholarship system. This one-of-a-kind system that allows you to position yourself as a top recruit that would compare to a 4 or even a 5-star prospect without having to rely on your high school coach, your trainer, or grinding away in the weight room. And you don't need any stars or offers already. You don't need to come from a big school or successful program, and you definitely don't need any connections. In the last 18 months, we've secured millions of dollars in scholarship money, but we are not a recruiting service. We are not a course. We are not an agency. We do not put you in a database to get spam or mass camp invites from colleges and coaches. We work one-on-one with our athletes with mentorship and take the boring work off of your plate. Because you've probably seen most D1 coaches are private on Twitter and keep their emails hidden. And even if you do have their info, you have no time to send anywhere enough emails or DMs to actually get noticed. And you probably stop after 50 or 100 messages with just a couple replies to show for it. And when you do try, you send a super long copy and paste script that every coach has seen before, and you don't have a way to track delivered, opened, and clicks from coaches. And you don't want to annoy the coach, so you never actually move the relationship forward, or even worse, you get ghosted. If that's you, then what you need is a proven system to stack scholarships, and it starts with laying the foundation and optimizing your Twitter account with the right bio, pin post, and fixing the other silent recruiting killers. Because having a huddle link here is actually killing your recruiting, and this is what you should have instead. The screen recording, coaches can watch it right there and right then. So first, I'll walk you through every foundational best practice that we use to stand out and convert the highest number of profile views into followers, messages, visits, and of course, offers. Then you need a direct line of contact to those coaches with the right message, a message to move the relationship forward without looking desperate, with a consistent and automated approach to generate attention on demand, doing the hard work for you to generate a 70% open rate and 85% click rate on emails after thousands of these emails to D1 coaches. Here are a couple of campaigns we've done for our guys, right? All to D1 coaches, over 1,300 sent, 983 opened, 843 clicked, on down the list there. And this is all with a simple, personalized message that outperforms anything you've seen or tried in the past. But the power comes in doing hundreds or thousands per month, and I'll do it for you so you can focus on balling out and taking visits, not spending hours a day hunched over your computer. It's the same outreach I did for myself to have 100 plus D1 coaches follow me in 1 month, all without posting any content on Twitter. You can go ahead and check my Twitter followers if you don't believe me there. If you had 100 D1 coaches follow you on Twitter, how many visits do you think you could turn it into? How many offers do you think you could turn it into, right? It's all about opening as many doors as possible. Just like our guy Miles here, who took some D1 game day visits, ended up committing D2 on scholarship, or our guy Matthew, or Tim, who landed multiple scholarships and committed D2 as well, or Joshua giving us a huge shout out here. Appreciate you, Josh. Or any of the guys that we've worked with. And if you want to hear from them or their families directly, we have an entire playlist of interviews on our YouTube about them talking about their experience. If you want my one-on-one help, if you're a talented high school football player, you can book a Zoom call below with me or a member of my team. We'll dive into your situation to see if I can help and if you qualify for our guarantee. Because it is a one-on-one paid program, we only work with about 20 to 25 players at a time just to make sure that they get the highest level of service and attention. So naturally, there is a cap. You will need your parents on the Zoom call so they can ask any questions they have, and we can make best use of your time. Remember, this isn't for you if you haven't gone to training, camps, or 7-on-7, something like that before. If you don't have any film or highlights, or if your family can't invest in you going on game day visits or other recruiting opportunities, or if you have below a 3.0 GPA, this is not going to be for you. Jonah says this program is legit and the people who run it are even better people. I appreciate you, Jonah. Kenny said he spoke with 2 coaches in the first 7 days. Because if college coaches saw your film, then they'd have no choice but to flood your mailbox with handwritten letters and put you at the top of their recruiting board. So the proof is clear. We only work with a handful of players at one time, and new spots open up as current athletes graduate out. There will be a link or a button below this video if spots are currently open. You'll see an application and a calendar to book in a call with me or my team. I'll read through the application, and if you qualify, I'll send some more info to bring your family up to speed before the call. You can find a time with mom and dad on my calendar, and you can send them this video for some more context or another video from our YouTube. So how does it actually work? Day 1 in the program, you'll get access to our messaging, community, and classroom, and we'll analyze your situation and create the most efficient path to success for you. And you're going to have 3 to 5 action steps to get you started with videos and worksheets walking you through exactly what to do. After you complete the action steps, we'll jump on a one-to-one call reviewing what you just did and giving you the next step. And there's 4 of these calls naturally built into the program to serve as milestones, signaling that you're on the right track. And you will have 24/7 access to me and can schedule any additional one-on-one calls that you might need. First, we're going to identify your targets to find a home for the next 4 years, and we're going to show you how to market yourself as a recruitable athlete to make coaches reach out first. And the next part is highlight reel mastery, film that coaches will actually want to watch and share with their staff. And then going into the personalized script, messages, and done for you outreach that I showed you, going from 0 replies a day to a full inbox. and showing you how to nurture those replies and build relationships with coaches to go from just interest and attention to actual offers, and lastly, how to pursue and validate those offers. There's weekly group calls with different workshops, Q&A sessions, office hours, and these are all recorded in case you do miss them. There's literally unlimited support, resources, and information from us. Here's what inside of the classroom kind of looks like. You can see different videos and different modules walking you through exactly what to do. Here's our database of every coach at every level with their email and their link to their Twitter account. Obviously, one-to-one messaging to answer your questions and give you feedback. There's the private community of other players going through the same process as you currently, and those that have graduated from the program too, currently playing in college, to hear their advice and their insight. There's group calls with different workshops or office hours, all led by me. These are all recorded, like I said. Vance going to a camp here, meeting 5 of the coaches in person, but them already knowing who he was from the work we did before the camp and establishing a relationship. Right on the Zoom call, we're going to talk through your situation and if we'll be able to help you secure your first offer. If we're 100% confident that we can, we'll build your strategy and see if it makes sense to partner up. If not, no harm, no foul. At the very least, we'll point you in the right direction. There are less and less scholarships and roster spots with every day that passes. So find a time with your family and book in your Zoom call, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.